The University of Georgia has fired an instructor after allegations of pedophilia, and now school officials say that instructor has fled the country. Atlanta News First senior reporter Patrick Quinn on UGA's campus speaking with the group that first brought those accusations to light.
That instructor has been fired and banned from campus, and the group that helped track this instructor down and shine a light on these predatory text messages that this instructor allegedly sent to minors, it was not the police, but a group of social media influencers who tonight say with this instructor gone, Athens is safer.
We all have kids and we all want them to be safe. Maybe there's a couple parents out there that might be able to sleep a little bit better tonight.
UGA officials confirmed the assistant professor who was working on a limited term contract fled the country late Tuesday, hours after this confrontation. On campus, social media influencers from the Athens-based group Street Sweepers Unit and Hood Anchor Ye challenged the instructor with printouts of the alleged inappropriate conversations between the instructor and who he believed to be was a 14-year-old. In the video, the instructor is heard saying he made a mistake.
Someone like him that has his position and that has his responsibility to help develop children, we want somebody that's righteous in there, someone that is an actual positive role model.
On Wednesday, UGA police with a search warrant went into the instructor's Athens home and found evidence, now part of a criminal investigation that got an initial lift up by non-police.
We appreciate them accepting our assistance. I mean, we did what we were supposed to do. He's out of here.
Angela said while they'd rather this instructor be behind bars, out of the country is progress towards a safer Athens. But they're not spending too much time celebrating this case. They have 30 more cases waiting in the wings of potential pedophilia across the metro.
We're actually on the way to go get somebody else in Atlanta.
And we're not naming this instructor because at this point he has not been charged with any crimes. Of course, with this ongoing criminal investigation, that could soon change. If you have any information on this case, you're encouraged to reach out to UGA Police. From Athens, Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.